Are you struggling to keep your head above water financially? Have you ever felt that your next cup of coffee is a luxury you just can't afford? Well then, let me tell you Robert Kiyosaki's story. Spoiler alert, he was not born with a silver spoon. Robert Kiyosaki, like any other normal human being, has once had a huge debt. A whopping $800,000 to be exact. But instead of giving up, he did something incredible. He cracked the code to financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't some fancy country club membership. It's about having peace of mind, knowing you're not just scraping by. Imagine a world where you can finally afford that weekend getaway or treat yourself to that new gadget without guilt. It's about having options and the freedom to pursue your passions without being chained to a job you hate. And the good news is, achieving financial freedom isn't just for the lucky rich people. You don't need to play the lottery every now and then. You don't need a magic spell for this. It's all about making small, smart changes to your everyday financial habits. Welcome to Financial Literacy. Here, we are dedicated and passionate about bringing you nothing but honest and straightforward facts about your money. We will help you take control of your finances and get you to the next level. Beginners or experienced, this is your one-stop shop for all things financial literacy. Imagine this. What if instead of constantly hustling for your next paycheck, your money was busy hustling for you? Financial freedom is like having a personal money-making machine working in the background, bringing in cash even when you're chilling on the couch. Think of weekend getaways without the guilt, spoiling your loved ones with experiences instead of just stuff, and finally feeling secure about your future. So here are 5 steps that Robert Kiyosaki took to go from $800,000 debt to being debt-free and to being one of the most influential people in the whole world. Let's start with number 1. Acknowledge your debt. Having debt is like having a monster under your bed tonight. It keeps you awake. But the good thing is, like Robert Kiyosaki, you can fight that monster. You just have to know what kind of monster, or debt, you are dealing with. Think of debt as a spectrum. On one side lies good debt, such as student loans that have the potential to enhance your future earning capacity. These debts act as strategic investments, contributing to your long-term financial security. On the opposite end, bad debt encompasses impulse credit card purchases and high-interest loans. These debts can act as liabilities, draining your resources and hindering your financial progress. Your objective at this stage is to differentiate between these 2 categories and identify the investments versus the liabilities within your financial portfolio. Now, no need to get all technical here. Grab your bank statements, bills, and loan documents. Think of them as the blueprints for your financial car. We're just going to track down every dollar you owe. Here's a cool tip to make things a little more fun. Color code your debts. Red for the high-interest monsters, yellow for medium-sized threats, and maybe green for the more manageable ones. It is not just about making things colorful. It can transform a potentially overwhelming situation into a clear and actionable plan. Remember, the first step to feeling financially secure is acknowledging your debt reality. Let's be honest about your financial situation. Number 2, build your debt-free battle plan. Of course, to achieve financial freedom and become debt-free, you need to have a plan. These types of problems aren't exactly the "I'll just wing it" type of situation. First things first, grab a pen and paper. If you're techie, your spreadsheet is also good. So you need to track down every dollar coming in, which is your income, and going out, that is your expenses. Every dollar counts. Even those small daily coffee purchases can add up over time. Next, let's build a strong foundation. Making minimum payments on all your debts is like setting the groundwork for your debt-fighting strategy. It might not seem like much at first, but remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Financial freedom takes time and dedication, unless you win the lottery, of course. Now for the exciting part, creating your personalized attack plan. There's no one-size-fits-all here. We will prioritize your debts based on their threat level. Those high-interest debts are like the big bosses you need to take down first. Lower interest debts can be like warm-up opponents. Number 3. Shift your focus. Now let's shift your focus and have an open conversation about assets and liabilities. In Robert Kiyosaki's framework, assets are those things that put money in your pocket, not drain it. Your brand new car? While it might be a source of pride, financially it represents a liability. However, if you were to utilize that car for ride-sharing services, it would transform into an asset-generating income. See what I mean? The goal is to create multiple income streams, building a wealth engine that fuels your financial freedom. Think of it as replicating Netflix's content strategy. The more diversified your offerings, the more potential for growth. Of course, this shift in perspective requires a change in mindset. Building financial security is a journey, not an overnight destination. Think of successful individuals. They didn't achieve their goals instantaneously. They faced challenges, learned new skills, and continuously expanded their knowledge. Robert Kiyosaki basically tells you to grow up, so grow up. Number 4. Know these practical tips for debt elimination. Okay, so you've acknowledged the debt, come up with a plan to eliminate debt, and you've got your focus shifted. Here are some tips to crush your debts. It's all about debt demolition now, so listen carefully. So, here's the plan. Knock out the big guys first. Imagine your debts are like video game villains. The ones with the highest interest rates are the super villains, draining your money the fastest. Take these down first. Next, set small wins and celebrate big. Don't try to pay off everything at once. Break down your debt into smaller chunks and celebrate each victory. No matter how small, it means you're getting closer to being debt-free. And if you have extra cash, throw them in debt. It'll help you burn debt faster. Cut back on unnecessary expenses and watch your debt go puff. And number 5, stay on track. Finally, stay on track building wealth. At this point, it's all about staying focused and building long-term wealth. Think of your money like a boat on a long journey. Every now and then, we will make pit stops to check things out. Did we find any hidden treasure or unexpected income? Are the sales in good shape, or are we on track with our budget? It's not about bragging, just a quick checkup and maybe some course corrections if needed. Here's a cool trick to grow your money faster. The snowball effect. Imagine rolling a snowball downhill. It starts small, but as it picks up speed, it gets bigger and bigger. That's how saving and investing work. The more you put away consistently, the faster your wealth grows, just like the snowball. Well, that's a wrap. Remember, the road to financial freedom might have some stormy weather. It's not gonna be easy, and getting out of debt and going on the road to financial freedom sure is bumpy. But remember, as Robert Kiyosaki says, don't be afraid of losing. Be afraid of quitting. Consistency is the secret. If Robert can go from $800,000 in debt to being debt-free and rich, so can you. And as always, thank you for watching. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button to get notified of our latest videos.